Dear students, today we have to see the session which will be based on the basic concept of C++, and in that session we have to cover the basic topic of C++ is inheritance. Students, first of all, what is inheritance? The inheritance, for example, if we take the example of our family, we all are inherited from our parents. This is a simple example. Means what? When we see the family tree or we draw the family tree on the paper, at that time we see the example of inheritance. Here, I also take the example of inheritance. The main class is shape, and after that, take the example of rectangle. So, student, this is the most important concept. Why we perform inheritance in our program? There are multiple reasons. By using inheritance, we saves our time. By using inheritance, we use the code that will be already defined in the program. By using inheritance, we implement our program very fast. These are the some of the advantages of inheritance. Like inheritance, C++ also supports multiple inheritance. So students, inheritance allows us to define a class in terms of another class. Means in that session, we see what is derived class, what is base class. The derived class is always derived from the base class. Means in the derived class, we have to use the function members or member of functions as well as data members from the base class. So that will be allows to define a class in terms of another class, which makes it easier to create and maintain the application. That is very important advantage of that C++ inheritance. This also provides Inheritance also provides an opportunity to reuse the code functionality. As per our previous discussion, I told you we reuse the code that will be already defined in the program by using inheritance. By but for that purpose, we define base class as well as we use the members as well as function members as well as data members from the base class to the derived class, and so that will implement our program very fast. So it also reduces the compile time. That's why it is a time saving concept. When creating a class, instead of writing completely new data members and function members, we will be use that data members and function members from the base class. Means it is not required to define the new class members as well as data members as well as member functions. So the programmer can designate that a new class should inheritance members of an existing class. So the existing class is called as a base class, and the new class that will be referred to as a derived class. The concept is very simple. Students, derived class always refers member functions as well as data members from the base class. Students, here we also seen number of access modifiers. There are the three access modifiers. You very well know as well as you also implement in your Java programming. There are three access modifiers, for example, that is public, private, and protected. When we define our class as a public class, so that will be publicly referred by another class, no problem. The next one is private. In the private class, we own that private class members only use the existing code of that private class only. Not other class can use the members as well as the functions from that private class. Protected class. So protected class define the relationship between the, for example, if we take the example of a relationship parent and child. So child can access the properties of parent. That is what? That is the protected. So these are the three access modifiers we use